Hello and welcome to another episode of Snowrunner. Right, as you can see, we are in the garage, and I'm just going to give some information. I have bought a couple of little bits of DLC. I bought the Land Rover kit because I'm a massive Land Rover fan in real life. So yeah, I bought the Land Rover kit. It was also 20% off, and I bought the one of the new DLCs as well. It basically says we own the truck, but we can't really do anything with them. Oh no, I don't want to sell that. But I kind of just want to. We've only got £4,700 in the bank. Now we do need to just give me 1 second. I have pressed the wrong button again. There are a couple of little things we need to just try and get sorted today. Alright, my scroll wheel has just decided it no longer wanted to work, so I'm just right. We have an upgrade here. Right, that's where we want to be. So today, one of our things we want to do is we want to unlock the bridge. But I just want to travel this way. What is that upgrade? I'm not 100% sure what that upgrade is, but we need to do it. We need to try and get to here, to here. Just want to try and get up here. There might be another way, but I do feel like we're gonna have some. I'll tell you what, actually, before we do that. Okay, you're not going to let me do it that way, are you not? You're going. Right, so it's just let me use my mouse to set that entire waypoint, and then as soon as I want to delete one, like, why did it move my mouse all the way over there? Yeah, I tell you one thing I don't like about this game. It's weird. It sometimes works the mouse, and then sometimes it just doesn't. It wants the controller to do it. It wants my steering wheel to do it, but then you'll do it with the controller and it'll instantly track back to the the other one. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Now, it might be a bit of a longer episode today, guys, because I want to try and get a couple of little things. There are a couple of upgrades. Wow. Okay, you're really not very nice to drive. Safe to say the Land Rovers in real life drive nicer than this, even with mud tyres on and off-road tyres. But we'll give it a little whirl. I don't even remember buying the Land Rover pack, to be honest. I genuinely don't remember buying it, so. But I've got it now, so. Oh, got to be careful. Deep water. But look at that. We haven't even used four-wheel drive yet. Whoa! I'm trying to go a little bit too quick here, which is why we're going left to right all the time. But I'm trying to do it like that so I can basically get there a bit quicker. The only downside is if it ends up rolling me, we're going to end up raging. Kind of like the AI traffic. But yeah, it's nice to be playing Snowrunner on a weekend, guys. It's just somewhat different than the trucking. Now, I've got no issue with the trucking. Don't get me wrong, I've got no issue with the trucking. I just fancy something different once in a while. Otherwise, we're going to end up getting bored of playing the same game, and that's something we're trying to avoid. Especially when my internet's getting closer to being, you know, for me to place my order. Obviously, when I can place my order, I'm laughing, because we can get videos done, we can get them done quicker, and still have a live stream in a day. It might sound daft, but I'm planning on doing some Apex on live stream as well, just because I do play Apex during the day. I usually play with a guy called Raven, Mr. South African, on Apex. But my youngest son has just started playing Apex again. He's autistic, so he's he jumps in and out of games as and when. But yeah, he's like, do you know something? I feel really bad for him as well. He come down to me yesterday, and to give you an idea, my youngest son with his autism, he's got a favourite person in his life, and it's his mum. Basically, I don't exist if his mum's about, okay? And he come down last night, and I'm sat there watching telly with his mum, and he comes down and he's like, "Oh, Dad, can we play some Apex?" Now my son never asks me. The only thing he ever asks me for is money, and I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? I think even the wife was shocked. She's like, "Wow, he just asked you for something," you know what I mean? And we got into a lobby and we found out the Apex servers were down, but we were like, "Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, little man. We'll sit in the lobby and we'll just wait for the game to work." While we were sat in the lobby waiting, his graphics card, his computer turned off randomly. He's like, "Dad, my computer's just turned off." I'm like, "All right, what did you do?" You know, he's like, "Nothing." Because well, to be fair, he was talking to me in Discord, and it just went off. It turns out, I don't know why, his graphics card has decided to just completely and utterly break. Just turned off, but then it wouldn't turn. His computer wouldn't turn on with the GPU installed. Anyway, I had a 3080 as a spare card. I don't like to give my kids like stupidly powerful cards, more just because they play on the computers. Well, the computers can be on for like 16-hour days. You know what I mean? He'll wake up, first thing he'll do is turn his computer on. I don't want like an energy guzzling graphics card for him, but a 3080 is all I had. Plugged that one in just on the off chance, and yeah, it worked. So long story short, he's currently now got a 3080 graphics card in his computer that I really don't want him to have, but I don't really have any option at the moment. Right, so we're gonna go up here. We're gonna get that upgrade. I know that I wanted to kind of do like an upgrade and a watchtower, or a watchtower or a upgrade, and then do a mission in each video. But I just wanna. There's a couple of little upgrades near a watchtower. You know that next watchtower, and to be honest, we've just bought this truck, so we're kind of just giving it a whirl at the moment. If you're not sure what I mean by a whirl, if you're not familiar with like the language where I'm from, that just means we're just giving it a go. I know you're probably thinking, "Oh, well, why don't you just say giving it a go? It's easier." Where I'm from, we're just giving it a whirl. Gotta give it a whirl. Gotta give it a whirl. This is a really, really nice. This has got no upgrades on this truck, guys. None at all. Now I know it's a DLC vehicle, so DLC vehicles do tend to be a little bit good on the lower levels like this, but this is still pretty good. This is a wicked little truck. I do love Land Rovers in real. I would have one of these if I could. I'd love to get my hands on an old Land Rover Series 1, Series 2, and like. See how I had to just quickly connect the winch there? We were going to roll. This is not the best truck for this bit of road, because I haven't got an autonomous winch. If I roll, it would be a recover job. I don't have an autonomous winch on this vehicle. I can't afford it. Long story short, I can't afford it, which is why I want to get a couple of these upgrades. Because if I can get a couple of these upgrades, we can get some upgrades on we can afford, and then what we'll do is we can get the other items sold, the default items sold. We've only used 6 litres of fuel, 7 litres of fuel, sorry. Can't even do quick math now in my head. We've used 7 litres of fuel and we've travelled all this way. That is absolutely fantastic. And I mean absolutely fantastic. There you go. Get upgrade, raise suspension, not for this truck. Alright, that is not what I wanted to hear. I did think it was for this truck. We have had a couple of upgrades already. But yeah, we will get a mission done. I just want to get the other watchtower, because there's one right near the town, and we are literally right next to the town now. If we roll though, we'll just go back to the garage. Like I say, I am recording a little bit earlier than I planned, but nobody nobody said they wanted to be a part of the SnowRunner video, so I was like, well, I'm up and I'm just sat here watching YouTube, so I thought, well, I'll just get recording now. And if anyone has, there has been a couple of people joining Discord over the last couple of days, but if you were a SnowRunner, one, you didn't read the rules to get your role, so you haven't unlocked the Discord, and two, you didn't say. And I'm not a mind reader. Right, give me 1 second. We just need to have a look on. I think, if I remember rightly, there is a. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. My game's just minimized itself. Why did you just do that? That was very strange. That was just. That was very strange. Every time I opened it, it minimized itself. Very strange. Right, let's go this way. I know the town's right next to us, but it doesn't really matter which way we go. I really like this for fuel economy. Yeah, this isn't mud tyres on this. I think these are just off-road tyres, but they are a good quality off-road tyre. This may not be good for us. Gotta be careful, we haven't got a snorkel on this yet. Dangerous water level means, and you can do damage from deep water, that's for sure. Whoa. You see what I mean about not being able to drive in a straight line on this game? It's just so much fun as this game. I freaking love it. Can't remember what my big game save. I can't remember how far. I'm about 40% through now. I knew there was something up this track. I couldn't remember what it was. I couldn't decide if it was a secret mission. It's an engine, not for this truck, but that's fine. Right, we'll carry on going this way for now. Head towards that like little. That's not where we want to go, but we'll use it just as a little way marker for now. We'll find a road. We'll go back this way. I don't want to go the other way because we've just come that way. I know we can go the other way, but like I said, there's a little watchtower just up here. Well, it's not just up here, but that was not me on the camera changing there, guys. That was just the game doing its thing. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we need to, whoa, that's... Right, go carefully. Go carefully. If we roll here, we are going back to the garage. And I am not prepared to go back to the garage just yet. There's the watchtower just over the other side of that river. Lake. Same kind of thing. Yeah, but we're basically next. We basically bypassed the town now. So I know it's not a mission, but we will get one done no matter what. I say I'm recording a little bit earlier today. Well, that was the right way. That just didn't look like a decent enough track. I don't think it held that the trees were hiding it. Sometimes you just can't quite see. So we've got to drive around the edge of the lake. We'll get to that watchtower. Now the other watchtowers, we will be able to get to them, but it is a lot further away, you know, Ball Lake to get to basically, without opening the bridge, which is obviously one of the missions we want to do today. I know fine well there's a little mini job in here. I know there's a little job in here, and you have to drive to this job in order to unlock it. So what we'll do, we'll just quickly drive in here. There you go. Riverside repair. Accept it. I'm not accepting it to do, I'm just accepting it so we can keep it. Right, let's go get that watchtower, because we are a good halfway through this, what I would say is my normal recording time. So as you can see, there's where we want to be. winch out of there. Beautiful. This is, oh my god, this, I think this is my new favourite scout truck ever. I think I might just sell the rest of my scout trucks, because I don't think I'm going to need another one. Oh dear, that's not good. There we go. Yes, apps. This is without a gearbox. This is without diff locks, guys. This is just completely default. There are no winch points, please. Yes. Well done, little Landy. And I have been promoted, right? We don't need that. Fantastic, guys. You've got no idea how much I just love doing that. Right, this is a new truck that I've got on the DLC. And I would just... Wow, we do actually have some... Wow. Yeah, I wanted to use this, but I think I've just got a problem. That takes 2 items. That takes 3 items. Okay, so this is a little bit of a... If I use that, I've got nothing left. Now I could look at the money, but if I sell these trucks, like look, sell that one there, £78,000 what it'll give me in the bank. But I don't want to 100% sell that just yet. Yeah, that's not great. Right, so yeah, let's do this one. Right, so what we need to do now, we need... Put it again. We need metal beams. And we need 2 concrete slabs. I know that much. If I remember rightly, I believe they're concrete slabs. If we go up here and get metal beams... Look, there's another road there. Rock slide needs opening. If we basically go here, get some metal beams. If I'm driving this way, if we bring that trailer to there... Oh, look, there's an upgrade right by that bridge. Right, okay. But it might be quicker to go... Once we've done the metal beams, recover back, go to the warehouse, drive across this road here. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, we need metal beams. We need metal beams. That is the main thing right now. Yeah, it's not the quickest truck as in this one, but it's a damn good truck. Just gonna lower that in my headset because that's kind of making me feel like I need to shout to hear myself so I know what I'm saying. Yeah, that Land Rover was fantastic. Yeah, we just need a little bit of money. Completing this job will give us a little bit of money as well. I think we can do it pretty quickly, to be honest. This is why I would have liked other people just tagging along. Like you know, because me and Flo's played in the past, for example, and Flo was like, oh, well, I'll go do this job, you do this one. And it's all, I don't mind doing that, you know, like on a live stream, to get jobs done. Just like on a series like this, it's something I'd like to do. If someone was with me now, they'd be able to bring the concrete slabs at the same time. You know what I mean? And boom, we get that bridge open and convoy together, and that's the plan anyway. That's what I'd like to do with this. Yeah, this is not the quickest truck. Flo used to always moan, come on, you're using that truck, it's slow. Use a faster truck, but then the faster trucks would get stuck. And he'd only have to come and rescue me anyway. Yeah, I do love this little tattoo truck. I believe it's one of the Season Pass DLCs. That Land Rover isn't a DLC for any Season Pass, it is just extra, I do believe. Might need to just double check on that. Yeah, we'll do the longest job first. It was doing the 2 upgrades in that watchtower. that was a lot bigger. That was a lot hard, you know, a lot longer to do than anticipated. I thought, oh, we'll have that done in like 15 minutes, and no, it was like 20 minutes. I know it sounds daft, extra 5 minutes, but it does make a difference. That does not help. The rain does not help. As you can see, because we're driving slower now, we don't have to worry about like sliding about like we were in the scout vehicles. It's just scout vehicles are really bouncy vehicles, shall we say. Yeah, I do love this truck. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's drop that. That's an extra. This will save us an extra 2 to 3 litres a minute by turning off the 4-wheel drive. 4.4 to 5. You can live with that. See, it's not the most fuel economy truck in the world. Come on. Why are you struggling on concrete? You're an absolute beast off-road, and you're struggling to drive on, well, a bit of tarmac, a bit of asphalt, as the Yanks call it. Yeah, that's 2 upgrades got today. 2 watchtowers as well. I suppose that's where it was a bit longer than planned. We actually managed to get 2 watchtowers and 2 upgrades, and we're still hoping to get a job complete. So yeah, that's I think that's where it is. Now there is another way to cross the river. To give you a bit of a heads up, we can try and go that way if you want. If I remember rightly though, I do believe this truck gets stuck in the water, and if we get stuck in the water, we're not going to be able, you know what I mean? We'd lose our load, which means we'd have to basically start this mission all over again. And if we do that, we're going to be a little bit screwed. We're in a decent truck now, so we can basically just drive around that. We will just turn the 4-wheel drive on, or the all-wheel drive on. There we go. I'm going to crash into that barrier if I don't move. I was going to say, why did I get stuck then? It turns out I pressed the wrong button and I turned the handbrake on. Yeah, my handbrake is basically my left, my right flappy paddle, basically. I have it so that if I'm going to start rolling, sometimes putting your handbrake on can just stop you moving, and can sometimes just save you. Buy you like a second of winch time before you roll. So I made it my right flappy paddle. Well, as you can see on the screen in the bottom corner, we've used, wow, nearly 40 litres of fuel. I'm just looking. Oh, I'm just thinking. I think we're going to have to go the way we came. I really do. I know it's a really long way of doing it, but let's go. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I wouldn't mind, but I didn't feel like I hit that very hard, but that's telling me I did. I just want to make sure we've got this mission unlocked here as well, guys, just because we're here. Here's the one thing I can only ever tell you. If you're driving past a mission, always unlock it. That would be one piece of advice I would give you. It's a long way to drive to have to just unlock it, to then possibly go the complete opposite way. But yeah, we have done some damage here, guys, on the engine. I'm going to show you how to do some repairs in a minute. I'll do it at the fuel station, because we might as well fill up with fuel while we're passing. You don't have to. It's just something I'm going to do while we're passing. I always get in the habit of, oh, well, I'm passing a fuel station. Even if you only need 10 litres, if you're passing a fuel station, and I mean literally driving past it, just fill up. It's maybe another bit of advice I would give anybody who's not played this game. There'll be other people who will watch this video and they'll be like, well, I don't play it like that. There's no right or wrong way of playing the game. As long as you deliver the stuff, it really doesn't matter how you do it. You know what I mean? There's no right or wrong way. It's as simple as that. As long as you get from A to B, it doesn't matter which way you go. It really does not matter which way you go. Get out of that mud, turn off the all-wheel drive. Like I say, I will still continue to call it four-wheel drive. That's just me. So I'm used to driving cars with four-wheel drive, and yeah. Obviously I know these have got more than four, but that's what I mean by four-wheel drive. I will try and get in the habit of saying all-wheel drive. Do you know something? It just feels wrong. I've always just said four-wheel drive, always. We are going to be turning off very soon, this turn here. See, this is why we did the pylon road first, because we can now drive down the road we repaired in the last episode, so that we can get to the next job quicker, basically. Moving along very nicely indeed. Oh, the rain's back. Of course the rain's back. We're probably going to run out of tarmac. So once we've done this, we need 2 concrete slabs. There we go. Turn the all-wheel drive on for the climb. Last thing we want to do is get stuck. As long as you're moving, that's the main thing. Try not to wheel spin in the mud, because all you're going to do is dig a big trench and you're going to get stuck. But do always try and keep moving. Oh, it's going to be a thunderstorm. Right, there's another fuel station. I think we're good for now. Right, so we have to go left here. We have to follow the road round. We've got plenty of fuel. This truck holds a lot of fuel. I'm not concerned at all. Now, there is a mod actually out there that lets you hold even more fuel. And to be honest, it's called realistic fuel or something. Yeah, I don't know how much this truck would hold in real life. Come on. Try and stick a couple of wheels on this harder side of the road. That's maybe another thing I would maybe give as advice. I could go through mud, try and keep something on some harder ground. I know the game's Snowrunner, you want to get stuck in mud and you want to get stuck in the snow. Doesn't mean you need to. Especially if you're playing on your own, because if you get stuck and there's no winch points nearby or your winch isn't big enough, you know what I mean, you're just going to end up kind of screwing yourself over a little bit, really. But this is the first part of this job done. Cargo management, handbrake on. We have just made the frame for the mountain. Nice. So now what we need to do, we need to get... I don't think that's a good enough... There's a road here. I wouldn't say that's a very good road, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. There's a road just here to our right. This is more what I would call a scout road. No wide vehicles on this road. Worst case scenario, guys, we have to recover back to the garage. It's not the end of the world. This is more of a scout road, but we can try it. It is technically quicker. This is going to be one of them things where we're now going to have a longer episode because I reckon I'm going to get stuck. We won't come back this way though if we've got... I suppose at the end of the day we could come back this way. It depends how well we do coming this way. Now this is kind of a wide vehicle, but it's not as wide as some of them, which is kind of why I came this way. Come on, you need to turn. I can't turn the steering wheel anymore. Probably heard me banging it. I'm banging it because I don't know when it's actually in full lock. Because like if you're playing a racing game, like you've got that first person view, you kind of get like the... You have like a your angle and you can see it on the steering wheel in the game. But on here you just don't get it. You can be turning your wheel and still driving straight. It's mental. It's crazy. Oh, this is maybe why it said no wide vehicles. Look at this thing. Oh, that's a tight one. That's a tight one. Okie dokie. Let's just load up the map, make sure we are going... Yep, we are going the right way. Yep. Always make sure... I could have put a sat-nav route on. I should have put a sat-nav route on. That was my own fault for not doing it. Oh, yeah. Right, we take this corner and now we're going to turn right. There we go. See what I mean about the steering? That's full lock, guys. And it doesn't even... It hardly looks like it's moving. Alright, that was actually a really good way to come. We could maybe come back this way with the concrete slabs. It would speed the job up by about 5 or 10 minutes maybe. Maybe. There we go, look, we want the warehouse. And then in the next episode we can basically get in a scout again and we can go and unlock some northern parts, you know, watchtowers, jobs, well, we know there are some upgrades around, so in the next episode we can head north, unlock some stuff, get some upgrades and basically go from there. But this is we've hardly done any of the jobs, guys. Don't think, oh well, you've done all these, you know, you're moving on to the next bit of the map. Trust me, we are not even 2% done maybe on this map. Or even on the game in general. I need to get that trailer to the shop to sell. Right. Concrete blocks, that's what we want. 2 concrete blocks like last episode. Remember one thing, opening roads is always the same. You usually want metal and concrete. When you're repairing houses and buildings, you want bricks and stuff. But yeah, you might think to yourself, well, you're moving the same items every time. Yeah, because at the moment we're unlocking the roads. It's kind of important, you know. Getting these roads unlocked is an important job. A very, very important job. In fairness, we've got back here quicker than I thought we would actually. Right, give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just going to open a cold can of lemonade. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I screwed up there, guys. I kind of slowed down too much in the deep mud. Come on, high gear. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. Winch to a tree. Help us with the movement and momentum. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Right. I can't remember the way. Right, so we want to be there. Just want to put one waypoint, guys, so that I know where to turn. Sometimes I don't always do massive sat-nav routes. Sometimes it is just a case of just where I need to turn. It's just a little reminder of where we need to turn, and we need to turn in here. Okay, I've just realised reverse and horn are set to the same key. No, they're not. What the hell? Why did that do that? Oh, I think I remember this now, yeah. No matter what happens, I think the steering wheel always... my gear shifter always does that. Come on, come on. It's a bit heavy now. It's a lot heavier load in this now. These movable rocks do not help. Beautifully done, Tatra. Beautifully done. Come on, you shouldn't really be coming this way. But this is how good this truck is. If you don't have any of the DLC, whatever DLC it is for this truck, get it. Trust me, this truck is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love this thing. We're going to use it a lot because, like I say, it carries a lot of fuel, it carries a lot of repair. Now, I do want to show you the repairs on how to do a repair, just for if anyone's new. I know there are a few people from the Euro truck side of my channel are like, oh, I've not played this game before, I don't know what to do. Let me just show you here, right? If you open your interactive menu, your function, and then you go down to repair, and then it'll say on the roof you've got 450 repair points. And if you go down, you can see there where we damaged the truck. There you go, just repaired it. If you do it again, you can go on there, you can refuel because we have some jerry cans on the top. There you go, we've just refueled some of the truck. Oh, we just refueled the truck. But remember, them supplies on the roof do not last forever. I'd say what buttons to press, guys, but if anyone watches this and doesn't use a steering wheel, it's pointless me saying. But there you go. We still technically managed to do this video on time. How crazy is that? 40 minutes for a video. That's kind of like my recording time. I know it should be up on time. There you go. We just made £1,850. And if we look now, that's something we need to... Oh, we've got another... I tell you what, while we're here, we'll drive to this next roadblock. We need to get to that, though, at some point in a scout vehicle. Let's go to this roadblock and unlock the mission, okay? We need to unlock it so we know what to do in the next episode. Like I said, we want to get these roads open first. It just makes life so much easier to get these roads open first. Yeah, it'll put us a little bit over the time. Like I say, 40 minutes is a really good time for me game-wise because I know I should be able to get it edited, exported and uploaded, and it should still be about ready for about 7 o'clock. Now, I know yesterday, guys, the trucking video was about 40 minutes late for the quality. If my videos are not in 4K or 2K quality, just wait. If you don't want to watch in SD, I can't watch videos in SD, so I do know what I do feel it. I was literally like, oh, I said to the wife, my dinner was ready at 10 to 7. And I says to the wife, oh, my tea. And, you know, I sat down to my tea at 10 to 7. I says to the wife, I says, oh, remind me, you know, I need to change my video. And then I completely forgot. I'm sorry, I couldn't mute quick enough. Sorry, guys, I did not mean to do that. Right, we have just got a new mission. And this one's called Roadblock. This isn't, I don't even think it's actually a spare. We need 2 service parts from the warehouse. So we'd have to go back to the warehouse again in the next episode. Everything comes from warehouses and factories. But the factory's up here somewhere. We are in a position yet to get there. So we need 2 service parts to open that road. That basically just means we're going to bring some tools and stuff up. So I'm going to recover that back to the garage. We're going to have a little look at the Land Rover again, because we have got... Oh, that's handy. The gearbox for this is in Michigan, North America. 5.8. Okay, those two don't really seem to do much. But they're both in Alaska. So we're going to be stuck with that. We could put race... Wow, we didn't have race suspension and it was bouncing the way it was. That's kind of crazy. If we put race suspension on, we should be able to unlock possibly those tyres. Oh, we can get a winch, but we don't have enough money yet for the winch. There's the diff. There's the spare wheel. Snorkel, that's pretty good. 1900. Let's have a look at frame. We cannot unlock these until level or rank 8. Okay. Rear bumper. Just going to double check what we've got option wise to protect the car. No, we're not anywhere near that either yet. Oh, sorry. Roll cage is handy. Beacons. Is there anything? No, there's no extra lights, is there? Let's just have a look. Oh, I like Safari one. Oh, hey, these are pretty cool. I like some of these. No, do you know something? I tend to like the one it gave us. And then at the end, that is just, bobbleheads and stuff. I'm not really bothered about them. So that is... So yeah, this is basically just telling us what we've got. So we've got these to unlock yet. There's a Scout 800 we need to go get, and yeah, I might look at selling some of the vehicles. I might. We don't need them. Wow. These are all little missions here. And then we've got missions here that we haven't even unlocked yet. And then we've got these up here. So, you can see we've got a lot to go. There's a timed run there, but we won't be doing that. I'm not really bothered. You basically got to drive from A to B in whichever time you can get. Yeah, we will do the roadblock next. That is our next mission. Hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed this episode. I will be getting a watchtower and an upgrade in the next episode, which will be tomorrow, guys. If anybody wants to take part in this, you need to be in the Discord. Make sure you've read the rule page. It tells you how to get your roles in Discord. And then you need to let me know if anybody wants to join. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.